It's Week 5 of the NFL, and it's presented.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. On second down, Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Play action. It's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Down to about the 32. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 73 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And now here come the Ravens.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
6-0 our score after 1. 2nd down and 8. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On the option right is Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Shifts past him. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And down to the 36-yard line here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson options out left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Taylor.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there on third down. 57 yards.
You're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a give to Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Second and 7.
Garoppolo.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Taylor going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Here's Taylor again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jackson on first down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Again, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw again on second down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tucker's kick is good, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the lid.
He's got a man, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. He's going to rifle on deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now Garoppolo. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Pittman. As the first half is winding down. And the Egyptians will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. And they will will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start with the option.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. On second and a couple, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second and 9, Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Running left, Taylor.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Garoppolo now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Dobbins running out of the gun. Up past the 30, second down coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On the handoff, Taylor flashes another juke. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, it's Garoppolo. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Ja'Marr Chase.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Egyptians have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was Ja'Marr Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
Well, that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Yeah, on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now it's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. 2nd and 9. Again, Jackson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jackson will throw again.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Let's get out of here with a W on this.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown.